There's a game that came out recently that we really wanted to try because it's like a Metroidvania and stuff, and it has magical girl vibes. And even though we'd already gotten it before we ran into it, we ran into an article that was like, "Hey, are you really thirsty to play Silk Song, but Silk Song isn't out yet, and you need something to chew on? Play this." So curious. I wasn't even fronting when we did get this, so beyond what I ancillarily know, I don't know much about 9 years of Shadow. Oh, other than like the instead of comparing it to like Legend of Zelda, you have a little helper. Instead of a little fairy, you have your childhood teddy bear that apparently talks. Drivers in general are a mess, to be honest. Everything about computers can be confusing and inconsistent. It just, you know, was it like let Jesus take the wheel? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! Holy hell. Mommy? Sorry. That was pretty sick. Controller recommended. Decapitation! My favorite pastime. Wonder how long the credits are. Oh, you got a little credit scroll going on. A game by Halberd Studios. A lot of people don't look at the credits for games unless they beat them, which also means that a lot of people don't look at the credits of games because they don't beat them, or it takes them years to see the credits of games because it takes them years to beat them. So sometimes we like to look at the credits first, you know? It used to be a thing we did with all games. I don't know if my headmates have been keeping up with that. But not all games allow you to look at the credits without beating the game. Great music. That's actually a lot of people. To the Lion? Universidad Panamericana. Oh yeah, this game was made by Mexican developers. Alberto Limas. Oh, I thought when they got to special thanks that would be the end of it. Oh, sorry, there's two different special thanks. Head of Wikis? I see. Reclamation Games. Huh. Jet Boy and Jet Girl. And Kickstarter backers. Oh shit, by First Letter. I haven't seen a lot of people doing it this way, but that's actually really smart. So, because it allows people to like find their names easily if they're looking for their own names. Wow, excuse me. Ugh. It's taking a lot of self-restraint not to just skip this, because it's the Kickstarter backers. But we're already on P. Wow, there are even some Qs. T, do you know what letter is next? U! Sure is. V, W, X, Y, and Z. Dedicated to the strongest woman I know. I half expected to say, and players like you. Why not imagine the game just force swimming the player? I mean, free dress. Probably because you crave to be force femmed. Or to be femmed very sternly, it wouldn't necessarily be forced if you want it. Sternly femmed. That's a weird 9, but I'm living for it. I'm really living for it. Force Femme can be pretty cool. Magical girl force swimming actually is kind of common. Was it like Namadoka Magica? I think it was. Oh, was it What, I'm a Zombie? I think that's what it's called. I'm trying to remember the Japanese name. It's like Zombie Dewa Desuka or something. Where it's like about this boy who becomes who dies, comes back to life as a zombie, and becomes a magical person. Yes. Yes, that one. 9 years ago, a curse spread across the land. Color vanished from the world, leaving only sorrow in its wake. Well, that sounds a lot like another game that we enjoy. No one living knows how it happened, but the curse continued to spread. Some resisted, others were consumed. It took everything from me. If I were lucky, I would have shared my parents' fate, but my body refused to die. So I linger on in this wretched world. Watching the curse grow stronger day by day. I devoted my life to ending the nightmare, but to no avail. Until today. The rumors say that it all began in this castle, and that none who enter are ever seen again. After 9 years, I'm willing to take the risk, even if it costs me my life. After all, I've already lost everything else. Oh, the game starts in black and white. As I get more abilities, I'll unlock more colors. No double jump. Yet. Got back step. So right now, I basically just have jump, back step, this twirly move, and a regular attack with a 3-hit combo. Gonna be doing too many things, so unfortunately we have to pick between them. Have a nice stream. Okie dokie. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out, and thank you for the lurk. I could probably turn it up a little bit. One origin, one purpose. Host of the ancient civilizations, bearer of the great shrines, whose mighty tribes have perished. At Amphibus, Pethico, Capra, persevere, persevere. You are a fortress. Beyond the end of the ancients came the nations, the second Genesis, the new burdens. Upon my back I bore home and sanctuary from time beyond memory to the day of darkness. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. That was scary. Oh, it followed me. It has color! Wait, this is a different monster. You gonna use that big thing, or is it just for show? I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh. Yeah, it didn't matter where I was. That was gonna hit me. Heck. This kind of reminded me of, was it Time Spinner? Yeah, Time Spinner. This kind of reminds me of Time Spinner. Aesthetically, I mean. Although that is also a Metroidvania, I think. The art style is different, but the architecture and like the style is similar, but even though the character models are different. It ended so soon. All those years of training came to nothing. But I think I can make a difference. I can't breathe. Stay away from me! I'm warning you! Please. I feel better. How? Bring it on. Oh, I got a color. Oh wow. Okay, I thought the game was gonna keep color for me from a little bit longer. My wounds are healed, and color has returned. Who are you? Sweet. A Pino? What a strange name for a little ghost. Oh, no, it's a fine name. Just a little peculiar. Mine's a bit odd, too. I'm Europa. Sweet? Not anymore. Noble titles are a thing of the past. I'm just Europa now. It'll be my pleasure. Besides, it seems like I could use your help. It's settled then. You help me out, and I'll keep you company. Lullaby. Apino provides Europa with a shield. Each time she is damaged, a portion of the light bar is consumed. When the light bar is completely empty, hold R2 to hug Apino and restore a portion of it. Oh, I can also shoot it? Yeah, she definitely hugs it. Wow, this game is so fucking vibrant. I think they'll never stop spawning. Now that's a cool save room. Oh wow. I wonder what this place is. I don't have any air combos yet. Okay, this is where I was before. Well, there's a Metroidvania. Oh. Can't open that door yet. My eyes are bleeding with how pretty this is. I got scared and bailed. Next time, next time. Dark crystals can only be destroyed with light. Oh, that was a cornucopia. Huh, drama masks? Oh, a person. Sup, Chief? Ah, don't kill me. Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you even doing here? To be honest, I'm hiding. I'm part of an orchestra. We came here to perform a concert. A concert? Isn't that really the time for that? I can't think of a better time, really. Where are the others? I'm afraid I don't know. When the color came back, we all went out to enjoy the view. Sweet. I see. Anyway, thanks for finding me. I was trying to get back to the theater, but a guard attacked me for no reason. You know what? You seem pretty tough and braver than me. If you take care of that guard, I'll make it worth your while. It has a giant hammer, you can't miss it. Sweet. That's alright, Pino. We should help him. I'll look for you in the theater when I'm done. I'll look for you in the theater when it's done, Mr. Whiten. It's been a pleasure meeting you, Whiten. My name is Europa. The pleasure's all mine, Europa. The path to bravery. Quest accepted. I gotta say, this game is very visually ambitious. Alright. I have to say, I'm impressed. And now think about it, the energy, like the shield meter and everything is very similar to what were those games? They're kind of like Mega Man X games, but a little bit different. Gunvolt? They're kind of like Gunvolt. Relic discovered. Blue note. Oh, that makes sense because that guy had like a French horn, I think, and he seemed very bluesy or jazzy. Blue note, I'm pretty sure is like, well, I mean, it's associated with like melancholic music. That's why it's called blue. I think blues use it a lot. Which makes sense, you know, blue note. Hope nothing ever happens to my teddy bear. I won't come out until I'm sure I won't run into that guard again. I hope there's a bathroom somewhere. Welcome, young warrior. We are glad you are finally here. You knew I was coming. Indeed, long have we waited for thee. With your arrival comes the time to witness all that was foreseen by the ancient builders of this castle. I don't understand. Who are you? My name is Michiru, and this is my sister, Kahori. Forgive her for her silence, for she is not a talkative being. She keeps her voice for her songs. You can find Master Hibito at the end of the hall as well. We will help you heal, not only physical wounds, but also those of your heart and mind. What do you mean? We are composers from the Dorian area. We are composers from the Dorian era, sent by the gods to heal the world with our music. Now would be a good time to start. The world is a mess and it's been for years. The duty falls to another. We have a different role to play. Furthermore, we have been lacking our source of divine magic. There are musical notes scattered throughout the castle. We need them to carry out our duty. Have you found any notes during your travels so far? I have. Well done. Now we shall guide you. Oh, these are for upgrades. Light bar capacity increased. And you make weapons. Welcome to my workshop. A workshop next to a musical theater? For my art, there is no better place. I'm Habino. I suppose you met Michiru and Kahori on the way here. We're on a special mission. In fact, we've been awaiting your arrival. We've come to help. I use musical spells to treat precious metals. Through this, I may strengthen your armor. Armor fragments are hidden throughout this castle. Find them and bring them here. I don't own any armor. This dress is all I have. Do not fret, remnants of the ancient civilizations yet linger. Scarce as they yet may be, I recommend you search around the castle. Should you find one and bring it to me, I will use my magic to aid you. I'll be sure to come back if I find anything. Thank you. Damn, I don't want to leave this room. This jazz is so damn smooth, you don't understand. Ugh. I mean, I'm vibrating with, joy for music and nothing else. Whoa. What is this thing? They're puppets! They're marionettes! They're giant puppets! There is actually a, there's actually a stage play. I don't know if it still goes on now, especially after COVID, but there is a stage play that has giant puppets. I don't know if they're all as big as these, but I do remember one that was like a horse that was bigger than a car. It was insane. Not that we ever saw it in person, just online. I don't remember finding anything with a hammer, just the one with the giant sword. Some enemies are only vulnerable to Epinos light projectiles. Slashing red corruption restores your light bar. I want to live dangerously cheesy. Relic discovered. Cartographer's Journal. Cartographer's Journal. Okay, I actually haven't found the hammer person yet. This game seems pretty easy so far, but I'm sure it's gonna be a difficulty spike. This water looks murky as hell. Relic discovered. Whirlwind Strike. I finally got an air attack. And a charge attack. I wouldn't really count as a double jump, but I do get a little bit of height. I can't sync. Whoa. Took away all my swag with one shot. They look kind of like flesh. This game is very, very interested in music. I was just taking it as a matter of just them wanting the game to have good music. It's more than that, though. This game is defined by its music. Uh-oh, boss time. Wow, this really is, feeling unfair. How'd I hurt it? So don't go in that room. You shot its leg under the shield. I can't explicitly aim it all the time, though. That's my issue. I was trying to shoot under the shield again, but it just wasn't working out. I guess there's other places to go. Ah. All right. Oh shit, I can't get back up. I guess I'll have to find a way to beat that boss after all. The back dash doesn't have any iframes. Which is a bit of a disappointment. I hate they just back me up against a wall, though. Shit. I keep... Huh. This boss fight is pretty obnoxious. Yeah, back up. Huh. Poor bag, Barthic Nugan. Oh, she even does a little victory pose. Oh, this is a very important thing. I thought it was just another relic. You obtained the Grace of Zeus. Did I know? I didn't know Zeus had any grace with all the fucked up shit he does. Attacks now deal electrical damage. Your robot may now activate yellow switches. Matching enemy outlines with your robot's elemental armor deals additional damage and can bypass shields. Another one? Oh, this one's supposed to be easier because I have the lightning now. I bet. Yup! You're not even a boss. With how strong I am with this. I'm assuming that's air element or maybe toxic? I did see some green pipes that look kind of like sewer pipes. Ah, I wanted that. I can't charge in the water. I'll go up first. And then through. Ancient fragment. I think that one's just armor. No penalty for saving like a million times. As far as I know. Boss door, right? Yep, these are their boss doors. Oh, here's the hammer guy. Oh. I thought it was gonna be a monster. I think it's a dwarf. Or no, maybe? Zay! The hammer is definitely not a good sign, Apino. So let's just get this over with. At least the hammer doesn't send a shockwave. Yeah, no, that would have been famous last words, but apparently... Oh, wait, did you, how long did it take you to beat, Margaret? Gosh, fucking Elden Ring. I wonder how long he was trapped in here before the curse claimed his mind. Swing! Oh, is this an elevator? I mean, that's how I got fucking in. Of course it's an elevator. +20 tries? Took me about 2 hours of playing separately. It was wise to let the little ghost follow. Was it wise to let the little ghost follow me? Truthfully, I didn't think I'd get very far alone. That demon I fought was stronger than any monster I've ever faced before. I wonder if it was the source of the curse or if it was drawn to it. Hello. It's actually funny, Erlen, you're pretty tenacious. Because, you're not supposed to fight Margaret early. At least not necessarily. Well, I shouldn't say you're not supposed to fight them, but beating him is not, like... necessary as soon as you would think it is, despite like your progress being locked behind defeating him. There's still a lot in the game you could have done. I mean, it's not bad. It's not even necessarily sequence breaking either. It's done. I knew you could do it. Here, as promised. Thank you, Whiten. Perhaps you're stronger than you think. You shouldn't doubt yourself. I think you might be right. Swing! A path to bravery. Quest completed. Light fragment obtained. It seems you not have enough notes at the moment. Keep looking, young warrior. Safe travels, Europa. We'll be here if you need us. You should listen to my fellow musicians. They're quite good. I bet they are. And you should hear us all play together sometime, too. Hopefully I will. Europa seems, stoic but nice. I'm afraid you don't have enough materials for me to work with. Let me know if you find anything interesting. I'll be sure to come back if I find anything. Thank you. I actually might wait on upgrades even after I get my Net's helm. Huh, don't know what those are. Oh, another elevator. This place is making me nervous. It's getting more dangerous all the time. It's impressive how long Talos has resisted. Even after all this time, the people out there remain oblivious to the danger they're in. I can't even imagine what will happen if the curse spread throughout the rest of the world. Oh, I'm in a new area. This is fucking beautiful. I mean, this whole game is beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. But like, the amount of like CGs they have for this game is kind of awesome. At least he wasn't too much trouble, I guess. I found out how to evade a lot because of him and his timing style. Well, you're a better player than us at this point then, because we needed help to beat him. And we're still not good at dodging him. I guess we'll have to practice. I mean, that's what it takes to get good, right? I've never seen him get close to anyone. Who are you? I am but a memory. He finds it hard to trust people, and yet he trusts you. Yes. I don't know why, honestly. Dwayne! He seems to have more faith in you than you do. I know why you are here. You have come to stop this curse. But you must be careful. A demon named Belial roams the halls of this castle. I've met him. I've trained for years, but I don't think there's anything I can do to hurt that thing, let alone kill it. Child, if you truly are here to end this, you must first become more powerful. I've trained for years, but I don't think there's anything I can do to hurt that thing, let alone kill it. You must gather the power of the 3 vestiges of color. What do you mean? This castle was built with the purpose of housing 3 relics. 3 relics that together can dispel this curse of shadow. Water, earth, and fire. Gather all 3 and you'll be able and ready to face the truth. I don't know that I can. Dwayne! I can tell why he chose you. Your soul is weary and full of sorrow, but you are also brave, with a good heart. Accept your past and confront the present. Easier said than done. Acceptance is the first step. It will bring you grace. Radical acceptance! Okay, game. You're also playing astrologer, so you have access to spells. I see, I see. Europa may quickly recharge her light bar after it depletes completely. Press RT when the green line reaches the highlighted area to fully restore your light bar. Eucalyptus garden. It's like the reload in Gears of War. I'm scared of that door. Oh, okay. I'll need ice for that one. Oh, okay. The area I shouldn't be in yet. Gosh, I need to play Gears of War again. But the AI from teammates and enemies were kind of annoying. Mostly from one enemy. Maybe you should play it with other people then. That ghostly woman. She spoke as if she knew me. What happened in this castle? How are these so-called relics going to help me? Everyone is placing too much hope in the wrong person. Even though this game hasn't had any trans themes, considering this type of stuff we've been talking about today, it does feel resonant to be playing today. You know, keeping hope in dark times. Practicing resilience. Being weary of everything. Just wanting the fight to be over. Very relatable. Okay, this area is basically a dead end until I get a double jump or a wall climb. I wonder what my parents would think of me now. But I seem brave to them, reckless, desperate. I can't be completely sure. I'd like to think that they would be proud. Any bravery I have came from them. The elevator ride, like, monologue camera angle is so iconic. Wow, I'll just cheese the hell out of that. Alright, poison. Oh, what if I shoot it? Nope. Am I stuck then? Yeah, that's a lot of damage to take. Oh. I guess I'm stuck now. This game is really big on, you gotta go through, not around. With enemies, I mean. I hope I didn't soft lock myself. I haven't been looking for any cracked walls or anything, but... Well, I died. Or it got corrupted, rather. So yeah, I guess I was soft locked. Because that was nothing I could really do. was about to be a problem because I can only go back up. I really hope there's a way to... I was about to be like, oh, this game's been getting so much praise. There's no way that it had such an easy way to, like, get locked up. Oh, you won't move under the lasers because they'll hit you, huh? Oh no, just to give me some space. Oh, that little extra height the charge attack gives me is actually perfect for fighting this. Red note. I know a blue note is a thing, I don't know if a red note is a thing in real life though. The enemy designs in this game are magnificent. Wow. This one's gonna be interesting. Oh, hello. From the ocean depths arose a mystical tribe. Amphibious, the lovers of beauty, protectors of hopes and dreams, steadfast in times of uncertainty. From their hands were born the rivers and waterfalls, which flow as lifeblood within me. Their prayers echoed in my bones. Protect us, divine guardian, from the grasp of the serpent. Lady Amphibious, soul pure as spring water, beings of harmony. Is that it? Really? But I want to know, did they ever get saved? Were their prayers answered? I must know. Stem. Maybe I won't avoid this one. This is a big boss arena. Have at thee. Oh, what the fuck? That's gross. Tantalus roach? Ugh. I have to fight a roach? I think there are roaches that can swim. Whoa. Excuse you. I do love getting my shield back. Ha! Oh. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, shit! Well then, this boss just got harder. I can attack straight up, I did not know that. I can attack straight up, but I cannot attack straight down. I love how I thought it was gonna crush me. Oh, I can destroy those with my physical attack. Yo! I don't need no pesticide. That door will not open. Yo, this looks cool as fuck. It's accessorized. You obtained the Poseidon armor. I bet I can swim now. Zeus, Poseidon. Zeus is lightning, Poseidon is water. Fire. Who would be fire? Mars? Wait, no, I'm thinking the wrong name. Ares? Ares. The last one's gonna be Ares. Poseidon armor. Europa may now move freely underwater and perform water elemental attacks. Europa may now activate blue switches. Matching elemental outlines with Europa's elemental armor deals additional damage and can bypass shields. Ah! Just like Mega Man! When entering an area that requires a specific armor, Europa will automatically switch to it. Oh, I can just be underwater. I can't swim. Ah, just barely missed. Damn. I was hoping that little bitty extra height it would give me would be enough. Ah, it's so easy to fall. Cartographer's Journal. I think it's the first game we've ever played that had hugging a teddy bear as a consistent mechanic. I thought I was gonna break after only a few hits. It took a while. Pegasus feather. Double jump. Knew it. Ah, they designed it so I couldn't get out without getting the double jump. Where am I now? Hello. It was you, wasn't it? What do you mean? You brought color back. It happened when I met him. Bling! Ah, then you're indeed the one the composer spoke of. What's your name? I'm Europa. I'm Claude. I used to be a painter. Seems like you still are. Oh, I'm much more than a painter now. What do you mean? I've come to this castle in search of a special kind of art. The art of the shadows. You see, something happened here that consumed all color. I believe someone did this with powerful magic, and I'm beginning to understand how it works. I have been painting the shape of hope that permeates this place. If what I suspect is true, you might be the only one able to understand these paintings. Do you feel a connection to the things you see in the painting? A pull that's calling you from inside. Calling you inside. Perhaps you can confront the sorrow that corrupts this castle from within. I'm willing to try. Zwing! Well then. Oh, hello. Wait. Huh. Okay. Where are we now? Well, I mean, I know I'm in the painting, but... Whoa! Portrait of Hope is fucking lit. Gosh, this game has amazing splash art. Siren form. Press B while underwater to transform Europa into a mermaid. Yep, I can fucking swim upstream. I'm a fucking trout. That was awesome! Mermaids don't get to hug? Oh. Got a different charge attack. Or not charge attack, heavy. Yellow note? Oh, red note. Oh, right, it's just blue notes and red notes for the upgrades. Duh. Yep, I can just dodge them. I can save as much as I want! I don't need any ink ribbons! Oh, that's bad. I really thought the water level was gonna rise. Wait, no, I accidentally backed up into that. There's even water on the ceiling. I'll have to come back, or I'll have to wait for it to come back, rather. Whee! Woo! Oh, hello. Oh shit, fuck. Ah, fuck me. I've been saving pretty consistently, though. So I probably haven't lost that much progress. Okay, this is where I got the red note, so this is fine. I will clash you! Whoa. Oh, fuck. Wow. I got a little too big for my bitches, I mean britches there. No. Ah. Throat was hurting a bit there. I swear I forgot how to heal for a second. Torpedo. Oh shit. Ugh, gosh. Alright, so that's like a warning that things can get really rough really quickly. Ancient fragments. What's up, Xena? Ouchies. How are you today? Oh. Just ate a lot of food? Oh, cool. A feast, a feast. Oh, hello. Ah, messed up. Ha, that one was easy. Damn. It's times like this I wish I could swim. Cause I don't know, playing around in water seems really fun right now. I thought that was a secret room. Blue note! I got the blues! No, 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 no. Round. Can't get a full one. That's okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I have a little bit of health, and most of my functional health is a shield. Kind of like Master Chief in Halo. Save point. I'm glad I checked this first. What am I about to meet? A Hydra, maybe? I don't know, those coils. Hello. Shadow of Hope. Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Yay, bullet hell! Love these. How the flup do I damage you? Oh. I know how to damage you now. Hug, 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 hug! Hug like your life depends on it! Gosh. Oof. Is it dead? I think it's dead. That was a really cool boss. Fuck! And another one. Second phase! Feline reflexes. Oh, two hands now. I got too greedy. One at a time. Especially because the other one's in the air. I'm ready now, though. I'm basically fighting like 3 Seedramon, though. Anthro. Which way you going? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, there's so many more... There's so many more coils. I wonder if these 2 are the last of them, even. I hope so, but I think not. Oh. Ah. That was unfortunate. Ow. Ah. Ah. Alright. Now the real fight begins. Hey, you two. Long time no see. Ah. This is fucked. Merker. Got real close there. Cool how the boss doesn't have a health bar, but you know how far into the boss battle you are based on how it looks. Fuck. I'm sorry that killed your brethren. Last time, don't get hit. Oh, really? I died to the spikes. I died to the spikes. Oh, that's... It just happens, honestly. Come on. Let's do our dance. Oh, there are always two hands. Ah. Believe in yourself. Ah! Lift me up! On the first down, too. Gosh, now I feel like I'm talking about football or something. What? Wait, what? What? Relic discovered. Fist of Belial. Aim a Pino with R to lock onto a switch, then press RT to perform a ranged uppercut. I have to actually be locking on to something. Huh? Well, okay. Lament lifted. Oh, that's why I was like, lift me up. Lifted. Claude? Zway? Where did he go? Zway? I don't think so. Besides, he left the easel with the painting he was working on. I hope he's alright. Wait, what? This isn't this room. But apparently it is this room. It's everywhere. He has a saxophone. I won't wait till I get the fire to upgrade. Oh, I need 5. I need 5 red notes to increase vitality. Damn. I guess I'm supposed to find the other musicians and they'll eventually play here too. Oh, hello. Oh, you died in one shot? Alright, well there I'm stuck for now. But now that I can open gates that have that weird coil thingy, I'll be able to have access to a lot more. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, hello. Huh. Okay. Whoa. The map is so fucking huge. Oh, is this a shortcut? I think that's a shortcut. Yup. Oh, right, there was all this water here. I've already opened all these doors up. Okay, final save point. Shot me in the fucking back of the knee. I can never adventure again. Does it show me in the... Oh, she has nothing to talk about yet, probably. So this is the first time I've gotten to one of these elevators and... Nope! Still get the screen. Which I'm not complaining about, by the way. She's very pretty. Apino is growing stronger. So am I, with the power of the relics. They've become more powerful. Powerful enough to face that demon again. Although, something is bothering me. Claude seems to know more about this curse than he lets on. What is he hiding? I don't know why I thought it said uppercut. Oh, Fist of Belial. Okay, I thought I was just doing it wrong or something. I can only do that on objects. Oh, hello. Well, I need like a triple jump or something? Alright. Petiko, the most valiant of warriors, who sang as one to cleanse themselves of despair. Their tunnels stretched from sky to earth as my veins, through which they traveled under the piercing watch of the many-eyed bird whose gaze they fled. Agile, intelligent, fertile, defenders, lovers of nature, at home among trees. We definitely gotta do more poetry. Alright, that was poison. I can't really do much there. New path. Another face. Oh, hello! Oh, another musician. There's a lot of busts around here. Damn! I wanna be her roommate. I really wanna be her roommate. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the hippie glasses. Hello. Welcome to the North Garden. It's the best place to enjoy the return of color. Isn't it wonderful? Oh wow. I've never seen you before. You must be a newcomer. You could say so. Swing! I'm in search of the ancient tree. You'd think it'd be easy to find, being so big and all. I wanted to take my parents' coins there, but I lost those too. How long have you been looking? 1,500 years. What? Haha, just kidding. I just stopped keeping track of time. I've been hanging with the bodiless heads and listening to their stories. We become friends. How do you... Anyway, I've been meaning to ask you a favor. I need to go looking for my parents' special coins, but there are so many evil creatures about. Do you think you could help me? I don't think I have much time to. Please! Killing is not in my nature. I need you to do it for me. Swing! I can help you open your third eye so you can find them sooner. No, I'm alright, thanks. I'm sure I'll find them around here somewhere. Alright, I'll invoke all the nature spirits to help you and guide you. Good luck. A treasure of old. I wonder what she meant about unlocking third eye. Boss time. What is this, the third boss? Fourth boss now? Third, I think. Oh, hello! Mask of Andros. Oh, there's spikes around me, huh? Oh, I'm supposed to shoot those. Oh my god! Those beams were huge! Oh! Dead. Okay, okay. You got some patterns on you. Ah. Almost got crushed there. That shear recovery is real important. Thanks for the healing. You're getting close. Alright. Boo-yah. Okay, I got the victory pose, so I don't think there's a second phase. Oh, there's poison there. A new armor! God. Very pretty. You obtained the Gaia armor. So, I get power over elements, not just the main three. Got it. Europa now resists poison, can perform Earth elemental attacks. Oh no, that is one of the elements. Earth. Europa may not activate green switches. This looks like a door. That's a dead end. Overhead swing. Oh, and a big blast, too. I can't change out of the armor, not other things. Oh, it's a time limit. Am I charging you or are you charging me? Yo, a new elevator. Time for a new depressing monologue. My favorite. I wonder what my parents would think of me now. Would I seem brave to them? Reckless? Desperate? I can't be completely sure. I like to think they would be proud. Any bravery I have came from them. I'm gonna say that was a repeat, but I remember dying. I remember dying during the time that I played. Can I phrase that? I died and had to reload a save when I had seen that before. Oh no. Swain? You're the last person I imagined I'd find in this place. Drythrus. I'm shocked you survived this whole time. You've grown. You're exactly the same. Same sword, same armor. Still carrying that locket? Tell me, Europa. How did you manage to befriend that unusual ghost? I've seen it before, but always at a distance. Swain. How curious. Perhaps I should take a closer look. Leave him be. I imagine he knows this place well. I have questions for you, the little ghost. I'm warning you, Drythus. Whatever scheme you're up to isn't going to involve Apino. Rest easy. I will not harm him. It's not the first time I've heard you make that promise. Oh, come now. I saved your life, and my training surely saved it a dozen times again. You do well to be grateful for that. Besides, this is no scheme. This is far bigger than either of us. Soon the castle walls will no longer be able to contain the curse. The dark crystals will continue to spread, carrying corruption and shadows with them. How can you be so sure? Ask your friend. He seems to be keenly aware of the darkness. Isn't that right, little ghost? That's enough, Drythus. We're done here. Don't come near us again. Whoa! It's so pretty here. It's also everything is shining. Olympian Strike. Perform a powerful kick during a double jump by pressing A and moving down in the desired direction. After successfully striking against a target with a kick, Europa may perform another jump and kick again. Whoa. Huh, that sure was a small area. No, there's definitely a door there. It's not faster to backstep out of a room. Purple doors might have to do with these springy things I can step on now. Just being sure. Of course, Dreythus is here. Just my luck. Whatever he is searching for won't be good news if he finds it. The last thing I need is his meddling. Last time we fought, I was clearly outmatched. If he gets in my way, I'll have to duel him again. With my luck, it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. Time is running out, and so is my patience. Oh, I can crawl up walls. Oh, wait. I didn't go this way. Aww, I got all behind it. I thought I had killed and there was a little bot inside. I forgot they're still sprouting. I can't get the last one. I'll probably be unlocking a new attack soon. If I end up fighting one more boss, or beating one more boss, I will Let's say end my turn. Well, end stream. Okay, I'm not completely stuck. Oh. It's a different painter? Yep. I didn't want to believe Claude, but I see he was telling the truth. Where is Claude? Is he alright? He always finds a way to escape. Don't worry about him. In fact, you should be more worried about yourself. I'm about to finish this painting. Believe me when I say that the despair that inspired it is quite poignant. What do you mean? You would feel it plainly too, but you're always accompanied by this tiny little ghost of yours. I suspect it calms your spirit. Swing. In a way, he does. Whatever happened here, it is truly horrific. Someone endured a great trauma. Who? That I don't know. There, done. I'm Vaughn, by the way. It looks somewhat familiar. Whoever is on that painting. Reminds me of like the Tree of Life or something. Whoa, it's like I'm in space. Portrait of Despair! Relic discovered. Serpent form. Oh, so there's alternate forms for every armor. When Europa is near a tunnel to transform into serpent form, access it. Press LT to place a bomb. It will explode after a moment and damage nearby objects. Europa may enter the tunnel by moving towards any opening. If she encounters another tunnel entrance near her, she may instantly enter it in one fluid motion. It's very satisfying how it, how the bomb blew up even off screen. Oh, I think I have to defeat it. those spikes ain't no joke. Wow. The fluidity they're trying to encourage here is getting to like Sonic Adventure levels. I guess general Sonic levels doesn't have to be adventure. Just in case he had a crack wall. Oh. They're gonna get in the way. Wow. Alright. I made it to the boss door. Nothing on the side but shit to break. Whoa, aren't you a looker? The shadow of despair. Wait, what? Oh no, that's not safe. I was like, oh, let me just go under, and it's like, nope, nope, that's not what that's for. At least not right now. I wonder if I can do damage to it normally. Damn, homie! Aw, this is bullshit! Well, I just learned something. I was like, oh, the laser will disappear. Surely the laser will disappear. It's like, no bitch, you need to be underground. Alright, alright. Ow. Well. Alright, I understand how to fight this boss now. Yay. What is this, human extinction attack? Were you Majin Buu? Gosh. These are some really inventive bosses, I gotta say. Damn. Bye bye, birdie. Relic discovered. Claws of Belial. Apino's projectiles will travel alongside the surface they hit and travel on it, striking additional targets. Oh, just like that thing I was stuck on before. Fucking awesome. Just had to make sure. You never know. Lament lifted. Lift me up. No, lift me up. I demand uppies. Oh, gosh. Ah, you made it. Claude paid me a visit and mentioned that he wants to talk to you. He'll be waiting for you at the next painting. Where? I haven't a clue. I'm sure you can figure that out on your own. If you have more questions, save them for him. Try not to die, okay? Good idea. Did I ever learn that guy's name? I don't think I did. Ancient fragment. Dear friend, we need to fit your aura. I can feel it from 50 feet away. Come here, let me give you a hug. Or if you don't like physical contact, you can hug a tree. And, maybe look for those creatures while you're at it? I think I can finally upgrade shit. Maybe? Welcome back. Is there anything I can enhance for you? I think I might have what you're looking for. These will make quite the improvement. Let's begin. There's still one more armor. I have enough to upgrade twice. I seem to use Poseidon a lot. So let's do that. More elemental power increased. It's kind of like a million stab, but with water. Never noticed that before. I mean, of course I thought it was cool, but... How are you feeling, young warrior? Let us see what you have found. All done. Now we shall guide you. Light bar capacity increased. Wow, I wonder how far it can increase. I wonder if it can go across the entire screen. Wow, that was a quick way down. Wait, another boss? I mean, I'm willing to do it, but a save would be nice. Only because they were so close together. But I don't want to die to a boss because then I'll lose my my progress. Kick, 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 push, kick, push, and coast. And away it goes, just levers intertwine, that's the way it goes. And when we kick, push, push. Damn, it's a long way just to get to that fucking save point. This is the longest I've had to go for a save point from a boss room so far. I mean, maybe there was a different save room I could have used that I didn't know about. Yeah, there's just no save rooms close by. Hello. Howdy, ma'am. You wouldn't mind lending me a hand, would you? That depends. Don't worry, I won't be needing much of your time. The thing is, I've been on the road a long time. I've heard stories about this place along the way. None that I believe, mind you, but I still thought I should take a peek around. What did you find out? Well, the story about the mechanical giant turned out to be true. Sweet. And seeing all that fine metalwork got me thinking about another story I heard. A story about armor forged by the fine craftsman with power beyond compare. You see, I have something of an interest in ancient artifacts. I reckon I'd know one if I saw it in person. Why don't you tell me exactly where you found that armor? I have a client who will pay good money for it. That's none of your business. There's no need to make things difficult, sweetheart. You don't want to do that. You know what? I think I might. Listen, girl, I didn't come all the way here just to leave empty-handed. Oh my god, I'm fighting fucking Revolver Ocelot. I didn't realize till now that no boss has a health bar. Fucking destroyed. Don't bring a gun to a halberd fight, motherfucker. Wow, he exploded? I murdered him? Treasure of old. Oh, that's what I was supposed to fight? For the... Okay. What annoys me most is that he said he wouldn't waste my time. Sweet. What's a yellow room? Transition room? Well, I do love the transition. I'm assuming that means an elevator? Yeah. And orange is a workshop. Oh, perfect. I can go workshop and then I can go to the save point. My arms and knees are starting to ache. Running around this castle is taking a toll on me. There's no time for weakness, but I wish I could catch my breath. Just for a second. Fucking transition room. Could easily call it an elevator. I mean, I'm not unhappy about it. Almost there. Maybe this thing comforts you. I was like, well, she does hug it every 5 minutes. So I completed a quest. Find out what was causing the trouble of the Eucalyptus garden. Eucalyptus garden. I thought she wanted to find coins. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. And there's like the main transition room, so this is actually a perfect place to be adjacent to. And there we are.